Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another morning coffee talks. Today, I just wanted to talk about my 1 year experience at Toastmasters, which is the public speaking, class or whatever. But I've been going there now a year, and I just finished on Thursday my fifth speech. So I was almost doing about a speech every 2 months. Now you can do more if the slots are available, depending on how fast you want to move. But for me, I wanted to take my time, do thorough speeches, write them out, and things of that nature. But the backstory on me going to Toastmasters, I know a lot of you guys are new who are just finding my channel, but um, basically what Toastmasters is, again, is just a public speaking class to kind of help you with becoming a better speaker in public and some other things behind that as well. But a few years back, man, more than a few years back, actually, I was looking up how to be successful, right? Just Googling it. And Warren Buffett popped up. And I seen a couple of videos on some things that he did to become successful. Now, obviously, he's in a financial gain when it comes to his success. But he was telling, on the video I was watching, he was talking about the intangible things as far as, what you need to be successful. And one of those skills that he spoke about was public speaking. Now, he didn't recommend Toastmasters. He recommended Gail um, Carnegie's I can't think of his name, but something Carnegie is his class of public speaking. It was like a full training. And as I went to go Google it, Dale Carnegie, that's who it was. I'm like, it's too early, man. It's like 4 something in the morning. I'm still waking up. But Dale Carnegie, he recommended that. Take that course and it will help you with your public speaking. So as I went to go Google it, Toastmasters popped up. I'm like, well, what is Toastmasters? And it was basically like another way of getting your public speaking course down versus Dale Carnegie's. And so fast forward, I never followed up with it, right? I was just in a different place in my life back then. But I still remembered it. And just for some reason, last year, as I was going through my transition, just kind of my awakening to this new version of myself, I was like, man, you know what? This is a skill that I need to get back to attempting to build. And so I took the chance. I think it was during when was this? I think it was during like May or April or something like that. I ended up, looking around in my local area. They had a few that was virtual, but it didn't really make sense to me, like how they had it set up, because I never was involved. So maybe if I had been involved beforehand, I would have understood it more. But I just looked around online and seen which ones were the best. And then there was one that had been around the longest, which is here in Atlanta. It's called the Buckhead Toastmasters. And I seen it at the time. I seen what days they had it, and I was all that work from my schedule, from my work schedule, my life schedule, the day they had available. And so I ended up going. Right, it was on. It was way in Atlanta. It took me about an hour and a half. It was on Thursday. I ended up going, and when I first got on, people were super nice, and they asked, what brought you here tonight and things like that. When you get there into the meeting, and you don't really understand what's going on. I did a little research on YouTube to kind of help me see how the meeting would flow. But yeah, I got there, and like I said, they have you stand up once the meeting starts, kind of introduce who you are, how'd you hear about them, what you're looking to get from it. And so, I did my spiel. Hey, I'm Terrence. Found out about you guys online, told them the backstory about Warren Buffett, Dale Carnegie, and then what I wanted to get out of it. And for me, what I wanted to get out on, just again, attempting to become a better speaker. And in the future, I want to be able to speak on stages as well. And this is the platform I'm using right now to be able to speak to you guys, especially the men. Because if you go to the title of my homepage, my YouTube, it's personal development, growth, and leadership. Personal development, leadership, and marriage. And so this is just part of those three pillars that I'm working towards. So why am I bringing this whole video up? Thursday, for the second time in a row, I've won Best Speaker. And I can just see my growth because I have all my speeches posted on here. I mean, it don't really get too many views, but I like to still post it because for somebody out there, they're gonna go back and just see my journey, right? And it's for myself too, to kind of see my growth. But when I first started, I was just like reading off paper. I was behind the lectern, aka the podium. They call it the lectern, and just reading off paper. Learning how to speak to the audience, eye contact, body language, the flow of what you're speaking about, the timing, the cadence. It's so many different moving parts to public speaking. And the good thing about it is, even part of the meeting, they have a part where it's like an impromptu speaking part where they may ask a question. And if you're a member there, you'll be called up. Randomly, obviously. Sometimes some nights you don't get called up because there may be a lot of members at night, but they get about 10 to 15 questions in. And so it's kind of like you go up to the front and you answer the question in a way of like keeping you on your feet, kind of like an elevator pitch. Let's say you're at a wedding, somebody asks you to give a quick speech, you'll be on point to kind of be able to put something together without overthinking it and still have it concise and hit the point. So it's a lot of great stuff to it. And they also have what they call pathways, which is kind of the online course. You follow it at your time. But again, so the point of it is me going that year has allowed me to develop this skill even more. And I still have a ways to go. That was just my fifth. There are people who've done a lot more speeches, man. A lot more speeches who are actually better than me. But you know what? Even my improv speaking point, I've been getting a lot of compliments. Even in my speeches, I've been getting a lot of compliments. So it's working. It's working, right? The feedback has been getting better because they have evaluators. Once you do your speech, someone comes and evaluates your speech to give you feedback on what you can do better. Some things they pointed out that was good. And it's just great. It's just a great learning lesson. I say all that to say I will be posting my fifth speech later today. But the point is, as well, outside of just learning this skill, is whatever you want to do in life, have something that's built around that can help elevate that, right? So for me, like one of my goals is to be able to build a space for men to grow, because I think that just where we are in this time, we all need to be together to change the mind state on what it means to be a man and to just grow individually. And so this particular skill that I'm building through public speaking is something that all great leaders use. We look at presidents, CEOs, thought leaders, community leaders, when it comes to like your pastors and stuff at church. It don't matter if you're in the military. It don't matter. The greats, anybody who's been somebody that's been great when it comes to Martin Luther King, Gandhi. Listen, all these people, and we can go down the line, man. Emperors, like all these people have had the ability to speak to the masses, right? The ability to speak to a group and be able to elevate their minds in a sense to influence it in a positive way, and some negative too. But the point is, they was able to lead by having this skill. But again, you don't have to have this skill. The point is, find something a skill you can build that becomes intangible, right? Maybe learning how to communicate better. That could be something, right? Figuring out how can I become a better communicator and be able to get my point across without, being emotional, without having the vocabulary to back it up. So it's just so many different things you can do, depending on your career choice, right? A lot of times people think that the degree is all that matters. And sometimes you may need to get a certification that may only take you a month to do. Maybe it take you 3 months, 6 months to do, but it brings an enhancement on top of whatever your career path is. So the point is skill building, right? This is something I've been doing for the last year. It's working. Again, I'm getting better and better. I can't wait to post a video later today. But I just want to come on here and share that with you guys. Again, this is what my channel is about, the husband code. Leadership, personal growth, and marriage. And I know a lot are leaning into the marriage aspect because, I think that's the foundation. But on top of that we're building is, better leadership and personal growth. And you need both of those to make your marriage better as well and make your life better personally. So I just want to come on here this morning and share that with you guys really quick. Drop a comment below. Tell me what y'all think. Are y'all working on these skills? Tell me what y'all think if y'all actually, or drop a comment on the other video when I release it later, the speech. Also, if it's your first time, welcome to the Husband Code. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. And, hit that like button if you got any value, and hit the notification bell because we're going to continue to drop videos like this all the time. So, but anyway, I appreciate it. You have a great morning, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.